So I'll see it here. Tariq, I'll see it popping up here. I'll see the green portion.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم اجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك ولا تجعل فيها حظا لغيرك آمين يا رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How's everyone doing today? We started with the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The praise due to Him. We ask of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send abundant salutations on our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the gifts that He has bestowed upon us, allowing us to have woken up this morning, allowing us to have a roof over our heads, allowing us to be with our families, allowing us to be able to see, being able to hear, being able to speak. Inshallah, when the class is ready, we'll continue. Okay, you seem a little bit more settled. Everyone ready for the class? Can I start? Okay, mashallah. Let's start again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mashallah, much better. So once again, we start with the praises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the gifts that He has granted us. Thank Him for allowing us to have woken up this morning. Thank Him for allowing us to have a roof over our heads. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for being able to see, being able to hear, being able to speak. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the heart that beats without our permission. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of Iman. And the gift of Iman is the sole right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give to whomsoever He pleases, and He has chosen me and you to be recipients of this gift. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making us part of the ummah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We make the dua that our beloved Prophet has taught us, that when we wake up, we recognize these gifts. We say, Alhamdulillah, alladhi ahyana. All praise is due to the one that has granted us life. Ba'dama, after amatana, taking us away. Amata yumitu, from the word maut. Sleep is known as the minor death. When we go to sleep, we don't have certainty that we will wake up the next day. So the fact that we've woken up this morning means that Allah has granted us another opportunity. وَإِلَيْهِ النُّشُورِ, and we remind ourselves to Him is our return, and may our return to Him be a beautiful one. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. We make the ayat Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just to take maximum benefit from today's class. I'm filling in for Mawlana Khalil, his particular class, so we'll be doing some scale, past tense scale, some of the homework, and then I'll be doing the present tense scale with you today, inshallah. And then there's a request for a few words of nasiha at the end, inshallah. But just to prepare ourselves for today, let's just take a quick moment to disconnect from the world, disconnect from the stresses of life, disconnect from everything, and reconnect your heart, reconnect your mind, reconnect yourself, reconnect your soul with your Creator. So just disconnect from everything. Disconnect from everything and focus on Allah. This is your moment with your Creator. This is your moment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so focus on Him. And as we start our class today, we need to start with istighfar, begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us our shortcomings. If there's anything that we might have done in the past week that was displeasing to Him, that we ask Him to forgive us. If there's anything that's going to be a barrier between us and benefiting from the class today, a spiritual barrier, that through our istighfar, that He removes those barriers. So everyone, 10 times, silently, astaghfirullah, sincerely, from the heart, astaghfirullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our istighfar. Now we say La ilaha illallah. Picture the heart, present the heart in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You say La ilaha, there is none worthy of worship, there is no deity, there is no false attachment, there is nothing causing my heart to deviate. Illallah, except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remains in the heart. My heart pumps for the sake of Allah. When my heart pumps, it calls out Allah, 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 Allah. Silently 3 times, La ilaha illallah. Now 3 times we say Illallah, 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 and picture the light, picture the nur of Allah penetrating deeply into the heart. Illallah, Illallah. Now we're just going to mention Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name and picture the heart being polished, that every residue is still there, the heart being polished, the mind being polished, the soul being polished, and picture the entire body being illuminated with the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah. We are going to send salawat on our beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When we send one salutation on him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends 10 upon us. When we send the salawat, picture Rasulullah receiving the salawat, as he has told us that the malaika take the salawat directly to him after his passing. Picture Rasulullah receiving it. Picture Rasulullah being happy with this gathering. Picture Rasulullah responding to the salawat. When we send the salawat, we realign our lives with his life, and we realign our mission with his mission. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, and may we take maximum benefit from the lesson today, inshallah. Okay, so we're starting off with the past tense verb, but this particular past tense verb is what is known as al-fi'l madi majhool. It's a fi'l, it's a verb. It is madi. Madi means past tense, and then majhool. What does majhool mean? The doer. The doer is unknown. The doer is unknown. So this is something that you've completed already, and so we're just going to run through it very quickly. So if we can all read it together. Duriba. Are you able to say the phrase there, that big, long, scary phrase there on top? Al-fi'l madi al-majhool, mashallah. First time you saw it was very scary. Now it's a phrase now, it's like easy to say, easier on the tongue. Okay, so al-fi'l al-madi al-majhool. So let's read from Duriba. Duriba, Duribu, Duribat, Duribna, Duribta, Duribtum, Duribti, Duribtuna, Duribtuna. MashaAllah, it sounds like you've memorized it already. Excellent. Okay, let's say it again. Duriba, Duribu, Duribat, Duribna, Duribta, Duribtum, Duribti, Duribtuna, Duribtu, Duribna. One more time. Duriba, 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 Duribna, Duribta, Duribtum, Duribti, Duribtuna, Duribtu, Duribna. Lovely. And so its meaning, as we can see, he was hit. So daraba would mean, darab would mean he hit. Daraba would mean he hit. But now this is a fi'al that is majhool. So he was hit. But we don't know who the doer is. They were hit. She was hit. They were hit. You were hit. You all, 3 or more were hit. You female were hit, was hit. You all females were hit. I was hit. We were hit. Okay, so we understand the concept. So very quickly, you did memorize it? You do know it?
Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to read it to a partner. You can read it first from the page, read it a few times, and then after that I want you to close up your pages and just say it 3 times to your partner. You can either say one, or all 3 times and all 3 times, but make sure your partner knows it from memory, such that when I ask the Buddha to read it, or one of the brothers to read it, and he doesn't know it, it means the partner didn't do his job. And that's it. So quickly, you can read from a page, read it, make it fluent, know it, and then 3 times read it to a partner. Read it to a partner, you can either read it to one, but make sure you're able to read it from memory very quickly. Just a reminder that we're not here to speak about what happened yesterday and Friday. Specifically the scales canal. Shukran. Okay, have you completed saying it? Your brother has completed saying it at least 3 times? Okay, some of the guys still busy. 3 times? Okay, say it again together. Everybody, let's go. Duriba. Okay. So, do you know what is a fard kifaya? What's a fard kifaya? Sorry? If one doesn't, or group doesn't, then everyone is free from that. So one guy is going to be, be that person that is going to fulfill this fard kifaya, where he's going to say the scale now for us, and all of you are going to be free. And we're going to make a lot of dua for that person. And then one of our females, mashallah, they're going to take that responsibility of this fard kifaya. With one of them is going to say the scale, and then everyone is going to be free of having to say it, and we're all going to make dua for her. So everyone ready? So brothers, my quick, who is the person that is ready? You must remember, Allah says, "Fastabiqul khairat," hasten towards good. So this is something that is good, so you must hasten towards it. Guys, I don't see you hastening towards it. You seem to be slow towards the good. It's very, mashallah, bismillah, mashallah. Turiba? Turibu. MashaAllah, takbir! May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala place barakah and khair in your studies, open up for you, make it easy for you, success dunya and akhirah. The sunnah of Rasulullah was when someone would do something for him, then he would make immense dua for them. So, who's going to be the lucky lady? You all must start on the dua, There was some Ukasha who Rasulullah was giving like a talk on Jannah, and so he jumped up. He said, "Ya Rasulullah, make dua that I'm that particular person that is going to be entered into this particular level of Jannah." And the Rasulullah made dua for him and said, "You will be one of them." And then the next person heard this and he said, "Ya Rasulullah, make dua for me as well." So Rasulullah says, "Sabaqaka Ukasha." Ukasha beat you to that dua. So this brother beat us all now to that dua. So, mashallah, who's the lucky lady? Bismillah. Let's get to give that dua. Yes, mashallah. Again, start again. Duriba. Turubti. Turibti. Bismillah. Bismillah. Doing very well, don't be nervous. MashaAllah, takbir. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala place barakah and khair in the studies, inshallah, open up around success, dunya and akhirah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Khair. So, opportunities are going to come up for those du'as. You need to be ready. Fastabiqul khairat, hasten towards the good, inshallah. And that must become our demeanor, something that we eager for. We put ourselves forward for it, inshallah. Okay, so let's look at the last week you had Sarf worksheet number 10, and read the first column. We'll go through that quickly, and then the second column you can do in groups, and we'll take about 15 minutes for that. And then the next scale we'll be doing, which is fi'al mudari al-majhul. So you did the madi majhul, and then we're going to do the mudari majhul today, inshallah. So everyone have their homework sheets out? Okay, you can translate it for me. Nusira. Nusira. He was helped. Turibna. Turibna. We were helped. Khulikta. Oh, sorry. You were hit. We were hit. We were hit, correct. Khulikta. You and male were created. Nusirtu. I was helped. Utilti. You and female was killed. Utiltuma. This is a duel. You didn't do the duel? Okay, so skip the duel. Duribu. They were hit. Khuliku. They were created. Nusirti. You and female were helped. Okay, the next one, kutila, dual. Okay, skip that. Skip that. Kutiltum. You were killed. I think we must change this verb. There's too much killing here. Okay, so the one is person's passing on and the one is being created. Kutilna, khuliqna. We were created. Nusirti. Okay, so remember, there's a difference between nusirat, duribat, and nusirti, khuliqti, turibti. If it has the I, it is you female. If it has the sukoon on nusirat, then it's a she. So there's a difference between she and you. Okay, so please check that and repeat it within yourself, and then inshallah it should become normal. Okay, so again, nusirti, you one female, duribta, you one male, khuliqata. Skip that one. You khuliqa. You was created, lovely. Kutiltunna. You many females killed. Duribna. Duribna. They many females were hit. Kutilti. You one female, lovely, was killed. And Nusirtu. I was helped, lovely. So the next one you can do very quickly. We'll give it about 15 minutes to go through it. You can assist each other in that, or do it on your own. And then thereafter we'll do the next scale, inshallah.
What do they do now? I think 84 and 22. Okay, this one, yeah? 27, what's the what about last week? I don't know, check 7 or look.
I just want to confirm something. So we were busy with the work week 10. Yes. We didn't do week 8. We didn't do week 8 that time. Okay, so that's the next worksheet. I was just checking in terms of order. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. We can continue, inshallah.
Yeah, just go with it.
Daniel? Daniel? Kita? Kita dari dia. Done already? Done? Abdullah. Abdullah. Done? 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 This? Okay, can I get the indication if the staff still busy? Almost done. Okay, so another 2 minutes inshallah, and then we'll continue with the next speaking. Okay, we need to continue. Time is running out. If there's anyone that still needs to finish that, then please complete it at home. There is a worksheet that is being handed out, or is handed out already, and that is Sarf exercise number 8. Sarf exercise 8, and that needs to be done for homework as well. So, you got that already? No? Sister Nazarene? No? How did you get that worksheet?
I understand here.
Okay, the males have it. Sister Nazarene will probably hand it out to you. Or probably have to, okay, it's at the table. So if you can get Sarf exercise 8, that needs to be completed for homework with something. Okay, now for the Mudari scale. Can you see that? Clear enough? Clear? Daniel? Clear? You see, ladies, it's clear? Dit is zo. Dit is zo. Okay, so I'll just scroll up and down to see the rest of it. Okay, so let's read together. الفعل المضارع المجهول. Okay, so the previous one was الفعل الماضي, the past tense, which is مجهول, the doer is unknown, and this is فعل المضارع, present and future tense, مجهول, but the doer is also unknown. Okay, so as you know, the normal scale, الفعل الماضي معلوم is when it's known, that is فعل, for example. Then فعل المضارع معلوم, the فعل المضارع, the present and future tense scale that is known, that is يفعل. So فعل يفعل, نصر ينصر, ضرب يضرب. So likewise, the present, the past tense scale that was majhul, there was a slight change. The first letter had a dhamma on it to indicate that it's majhul. Likewise with the mudari scale, it also has a slight change. So instead of yansuru, it becomes yunsaru. Instead of yansuruna, it becomes yunsaruna. So slight change. Very important. If you memorize this, it will assist you with any other word that is majhul. You'll be able to pick it up immediately. So this is basically a template for you. Once you know the template, any word can be put on this template, and you'll be able to figure out what the word means. Okay, you got that? Okay, so let's read. Yunsaru, yunsaru, yunsaruna. Just the first two. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Again. Yunsaru, Again. Again. Okay, so the meaning of the first one is he, one male, is or will be helped. So this it applies in context. So when you read a sentence, it's either he is currently being helped, or the context is going to tell you it's going to happen in the future. Okay, context will be able to tell you that. So yunsaru, he is, will be helped, and then yunsaruna, as we know this plural, 3 or more males. They 3 or more males are being or will be helped. Okay, so the concept is fairly clear. Everyone understands the concept. Doesn't need much explanation. The only thing is now that this needs to be, the scale needs to be memorized. Okay, so you need to, the memory box needs to be, filled a little bit. Just and the repetition is key. So the more you're going to repeat, the more it's going to stick, inshallah. We have people that have memorized the entire Quran, alhamdulillah. So we need to memorize a few words. It shouldn't be any difference. No? And the key to it again is repetition. Repetition. You have different types of learners. You have audio learners. They listen to something and it sticks immediately. And then you have visual learners. Some people that have to see it. So whatever works for you, put in that little bit of effort. If you need to record it and listen to it all the time, that's going to work for you, then do that. If you need to look at it, to memorize it, then look at it. If you need to write it down, then write it down. But put in a little bit of effort. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will facilitate and open up for you, inshallah. Even if you can't memorize, you can't even remember your name anymore, But with a little bit of effort, inshallah, and dua and trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open up for you. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. So again, yunsaru and yunsaruna. Again, yunsaruna. So let's go to the second block. Tunsaru and then yunsarna. So exactly like the ma'loom one just now with the dhamma, which makes the slight change. So again, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, yunsarna. Say it a few times.
Tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru.
Lovely. Okay, so the meaning here, this is the feminine form. So she, one female, is, will be helped, or they, 3 or more females, are, will be helped. Okay, so you have the two concepts, and then, like I said, all you need to do is apply it, memorize it, and once you have the scale with any other word, so for example, tudrabu. If I say tudrabu, daraba, tudrabu, I'm putting it on the third one. So you'll be able to figure out from that scale, daraba, if I put it on that scale, it is, for example, she, one female, is or will be hit. We did the verbs before this, khalaqa. So, tukhlaqu, on the same one, because you know the scale, khalaqa means to create. So what will tukhlaqu mean? She, one female, is or will be created. If I use the word qatala, tuqtalu. She, one female, is or will be killed. You understand? So you have the template. You have to memorize the template, and you can put any word on there, and it will, you'll be able to figure out what the meaning is, inshallah. So let's go from the top again. Yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsarna. Okay, so the next 2 blocks. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. So hardest one, determine the difference between this tunsaru and the tunsaru in the block before this. Context, very importantly, context. Okay, so the third block is tunsaru, tunsaruna. Let's say it a few times.
Tunsaru, tunsaruna.
Continue.
Tunsaruna, tunsaru, tunsaruna, tunsaru, tunsaruna, tunsaru,
Lovely. And it means you one male are will be helped, and then the plural you three or more are being will be helped. Okay, you got that. So let's say just the first block again. Yunsaru, yunsaru. Now say it from memory. Again. Again. Look at the second block. Tunsaru, yunsaruna. Again. Again. Say it from memory. Again. Again. Okay, let's read both blocks. Yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsaruna. Let's try it from memory. Again. Again. I see it from memory, not from the page. I see everyone's eyes still fixed on the page. Okay, you got it. Yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsarna. Yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsarna. Lovely. Okay, so let's look at the third block. Tunsaru and then tunsaruna. Say it a few times. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Again. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Again. Say it from memory. Again. Again. Okay, so read from the top until the third block. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Let's try it from memory. So the first one is always going to be you. First one is always you. Okay, so that's standard already. Don't when you come to the front now, the first one now, because you're in two and now there's a bit of confusion. You start with you and then the rest will follow suit. Okay, so let's say it from memory. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Easy? MashaAllah. Let's say it again. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Lovely again. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. One more time. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Lovely. So the next one, slight change. Tunsarina. And then tunsarna. Tunsarina. Tunsarna. Again. 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 From memory. Again. 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 Lovely. Tunsarina, you want female are will be helped, and then tunsarna, you three or more females are or will be helped. Come from the top quickly. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Tunsarina, tunsarna. From the top again. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Tunsarina, tunsarna. One more time. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Tunsarina, tunsarna. Let's try it from memory. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Tunsarina, tunsarna. From the top. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Tunsarina, tunsarna. One more time from memory. Yunsaru, yunsaruna. Tunsaru, yunsarna. Tunsaru, tunsaruna. Tunsarina, tunsarna. MashaAllah, excellent. Okay, last block. Unsaru, nunsaru. Unsaru, nunsaru. unsaru, nunsaru, unsaru, nunsaru, unsaru, nunsaru, unsaru, nunsaru, unsaru, nunsaru. And the meaning, I am male or female, I am being, will be helped. And nunsaru, we are being helped. Say it from memory quickly. Unsaru, nunsaru, unsaru, nunsaru, unsaru, nunsaru. Read it from the top. Yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, tunsaruna, tunsarina, tunsarna, unsaru, nunsaru. Let's try it from memory. Yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsarna, tunsaru, tunsaruna, tunsarina, tunsarna, unsaru, nunsaru. MashaAllah. Who's ready to say it? MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar. فاستبقوا الخيرات.
ينصر ينصرون تنصر ينصرن تنصر تنصرون تنصرين تنصرن تنصرن
هاي انصروا MashaAllah, takbir. MashaAllah, Allah subhanahu makes barakah and khair in your studies and open up for you dunya and akhirah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Any ladies ready? No one? Not yet? Okay, no pressure. Next week inshallah. Okay, khair. So that comes to the end of our lesson. So the objective of this particular lesson is teaching us the scale of the fi'lul mudari but majhul. And once you understand, once you know the scale and understand how it works, you can put any word onto the scale and you will understand its meaning. Okay? And why are we doing this? In Quran, you're going to see this is how Quranic vocab comes. So our objective, inshallah, is we want to get to that point where we're reading Quran and we're understanding it simultaneously. We want to stand in salah and we read certain ayat and we want to be affected in your salah. You want to feel a strong connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to break down in your salah. You want the tears to roll in your salah. How is it done? Through yunsaru, yunsaruna, tunsaru, yunsarna. That's the only way you're going to be able to get that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves effort. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Those who strive and make effort, Allah is going to open up and guide them. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's promise. This is not my word, this is Allah's promise. When you make effort, when you strive, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then opens up and grants you to taste the sweetness of your efforts, the sweetness of your iman, the sweetness of your studies. If you felt it before, you know what it's like. If you haven't felt before, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you to feel it. But there's nothing more beautiful than standing in salah and breaking, because you're understanding of the words of your Creator that He is speaking to you directly. Okay, a few words of nasiha, inshallah. Okay, just going to start the thing that we started. You can take a breather, if you will.